Hi guys. We're on number 7.
Yeah, number 7.
Today we're going to talk about Harry Potter and the new movie and just, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Like, so many other fans of the Harry Potter series.
They're talking about the movie now too.
Yes, and how it's all over and it's complete in its entirety.
So, let's start the questions. How are you feeling?
I'm really tired at the moment, but other than that, I mean, I don't think the ending of the whole Harry Potter series affected me as it has you and so many others. I'm kind of happy it's over, in the fact that I can, relish in its completeness, but, yeah, I don't see it as a completely awful thing.
When we went and saw the midnight release afterwards, I was like, okay, last movie, whatever. Then I saw it again last night with my sister and her friend, and I'm just like, that's the last one. I think it finally hit me that it's over, and now I'm just a little numb. I could use some fire whiskey. Bring some feeling back into me.
Why does it sadden you that it's over?
11 years. I've been following Harry Potter for 11 years since I picked up that first book in 3rd grade. And he's been a part of my life for 11 years. I've grown up with him and the characters and fought with them and cheered with them, laughed with them, cried with them. It's just hard to think that
I don't think there's anything else. I mean, other things have come and gone. Things that have lasted longer. Like Pokemon. Pokemon ended last year. Nobody gives a shit.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
It's kind of hard to say since I only saw it once.
Sorry. You had the work.
Yeah.
We can go see it again.
Favorite part. I'm trying to remember the movie in its entirety, and I don't really think I have one. I mean, the only part that really comes into mind is, Neville, like a boss.
Or that part where he was going to, yeah, you and whose army?
Yeah, and then he puts his foot through, it's like, oh snap.
Run, Neville, run!
I like Darude. He's hilarious. I'm trying to think of something else.
19 years later. That
pissed me the fuck off.
It's my favorite part of the movie because it's so ridiculous.
I don't like it. They cut out, Teddy in the entire thing. And he's like, they don't even mention of his existence other than once when he's talking to frickin' Lupin's ghost, and it's for like 5 seconds.
How confused were the non-book reading audience when he said, "And Remus, what of your son?"
See, the fact that they included that part made me think that they did film Teddy and they did have more things about Teddy, but ended up cutting it out in the editing process.
Yeah, we'll have to watch the deleted scenes in like December.
Yeah.
What was the part you hated the most?
Hated the most? The last battle. I mean, it wasn't even the right spot. Things didn't happen the way it was supposed to.
It's like a rape scene between Harry and Voldemort as they fall off that tower.
No, I do not approve of that.
At least you have Expelliarmus in there.
I mean, he didn't even say it. I mean, you could tell because it was a disarming spell.
But he didn't say it.
But he didn't say it.
I love to hate that Expelliarmus.
I don't know, I just hate it. See, what else did I hate? A lot of things.
It was a really fast-paced movie.
At the beginning, things were fudged up, glossed over.
glossed over. Don't even get me started on glossed over. Oh my gosh. They glossed over so much stuff in that movie. They glossed over death. They glossed over key plot points. They glossed over celebrations. It's just like, it's like all of a sudden Voldemort's dead and then Harry's walking through the Great Hall. They didn't even get that like split second of silence and then Cherry.
Yeah, no.
And then the death. It's like Fred got 3 seconds.
You know, they had that whole panning of him and George talking, and then him crumpled on the floor. That was George. That was Fred's part in the entire movie.
That was it.
And you know, Tonks and Lupin.
Well, that they stayed true to the book with that one because Lupin and Tonks we don't really find out about until we see them laying on the floor dead. But since they had such minor roles in the movies anyways, we could have at least gotten a flash of their death or something.
Yeah.
All we got was, hold my hand.
No. I mean, I feel like we missed the entire battle of Hogwarts.
Yeah.
I think what we did was we flew over on a helicopter, and that was it. Like they do forest fires.
It was like, I don't know, I feel like I blinked and the movie was over.
Oh, no. There was a middle part of the movie where I was just going, am I even watching Harry Potter?
That's it. At the end of the movie, I was going, was this a Harry Potter movie?
I don't know. It definitely had the Harry Potter feel to it. I mean, it definitely had, you know, its ups and downs. What pissed me off more than anything, really, was at the end when they do the 19 years later, it was in Times New Roman font. White Times New Roman font. What? They couldn't... What? What did they run out of budgeting for fonts or something? was the editor just like, oh, we need to put in a title screen. 19 years later. Oh, throw it in there.
No. And they put the 19 as 19.
I know.
That pissed me off. I was just like, 19. Come on, guys.
And there wasn't even like a good transition or anything. It was, you know.
And the way they tried to age the character.
The only one that looked older was Ron.
He had a pot belly.
He was the only one that looked older.
Ron put on weight, and Draco is so cute. And 19 years later, he's like, yeah, I got somewhat. I want a gif of that.
I don't understand of how, I mean, I guess it is kind of important that we saw that one little scene where Draco,
and
Narcissa, and Lucius are all, you know, running away.
I enjoyed that scene.
I mean, I can understand, you know, why they showed it, but I mean, couldn't they, you know, do something a bit more? It looked like a waste of 5 seconds.
I like that scene, because you could tell after that awkward hug with Voldemort, if you watch Narcissa's face, she's like, come on, Draco, we're going home. Yeah. And so she grabs his hand and she pulls him down the bridge, and you can see that Draco's such a mommy's boy in that scene as they're walking away.
He's a mommy's boy no matter what.
And you can see the inner battle with Lucius,
with him trying to go back and then leaving and then kind of looked back and then left. But
it was nice after Draco walked over to the Death Eaters to see that he wasn't actually walking to the Death Eaters. He was walking to his parents.
Yeah. What crappy parents he has.
Especially after that hug.
Voldy wanted a hug.
Do you want a hug? I would not give Voldemort a hug. I would probably punch him.
I'd probably hug him.
You would hug him? You'd hug that turtle?
And then I'd poke his nose just to see if there's any cartilage there.
Got your nose!
That's so awful. It's such an awful joke. Another thing that pissed me off was Hagrid. Because it was so important in the book when we read it that he was being dragged off. We thought he was going to die.
And then in the movie, it just all of a sudden, look, Hagrid!
Hagrid's being tortured, by the way.
It was so random. They did that a lot with Part 1 and Part 2. They did just a lot of side notes. Like, hey, my name's Bill. I'm Mary LaFleur. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, pretty much. And I didn't get to see Charlie.
No, Charlie. They completely cut out Charlie's character.
I enjoy Charlie.
You know what else they cut out? Percy.
Yeah, Percy. Well, no, Percy was there.
He was there, but they didn't cut. They cut out his scene with the Weasleys.
Yes, he did.
He's going, I was such a fool.
Yeah.
And he didn't have glasses on. I don't like how George was smiling in that scene.
I think it was him more or less, because you could see Fred in the background, kind of, you know, almost scared looking. I mean, that one scene with them two together, where he's asking him, like, are you ready or are you scared or something like that.
Oh, when they're standing on the balcony?
Yeah, and George is the one leaning forward, and he's the one who's smiling.
Yeah,
and
he's excited.
Yeah, and then you've got Fred in the background who's kind of like,
I know what's coming.
I don't know if I want to do this.
I think Fred, and the character, because obviously the actor knew what was coming up,
yeah.
but I think the character knew that this doesn't feel right. Something's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
But in the scene when we see Percy, when Neville's doing his speech, George is smiling in that scene. Or at least at the end of it, he's smiling. And I'm just like, why are you smiling? Your other half just died.
Well, because he's saying that, you know, they didn't die in vain.
Snape's memory?
I rather enjoyed that. That was kind of funny. I wish they would have did a little more with it, but I think it was funny.
Oh my gosh, the actor for Little Snape is so adorable. You remember when
he's not.
Poopy hair? He's cute.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's so
cute. That's coming from someone who thinks that Harry's son is cute.
Albus. He looks like a mini Bieber.
He's ugly. I don't like him.
He looks like mini Bieber.
Though it would be correct placement, seeing as 19 years later would be, you know, like what 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
No, because Harry just had his like 31st birthday and he's like 40 something in the 19 years later.
So it'd be 10 years in the future.
Yeah.
I guess that still is correct placement if they have that hairstyle back in, you know, or in the future.
Bieber's probably still around. Lily was so cute. Little Lily, Lily Luna, not Lily Evans. Lily Luna. Lily Luna Potter. When she was sitting on the cart, and the entire audience was like, "Ah!" That was cute. I enjoyed the 19s. I hate how the people. I hate how they didn't have Teddy in there.
Yeah, Teddy is
kind of important for Lupin's happiness.
Yes.
Like that.
And the fact that he was snogging
Victoria. But like,
I really wanted to see Victoria too.
The entire plot line of Teddy was Lupin's happiness because he was so distraught. He's like, what have I done? I have doomed my son to be a werewolf.
But he wasn't.
And then Teddy ends up being a metamorphic guy, and it's just like, metamorphagus, it's a plural metamorphic guy. Oh well, anyway. He ends up having colorful hair, and Lupin's all happy. He's like, oh my gosh, my son's not a werewolf. And then he dies.
Another thing, there it is, okay. Bellatrix's death, she exploded.
Boom! Yeah, we were a little disappointed in the movie. Go see it if you're a fan. You can have your own opinion of it. Like, my sister enjoyed it.
Your sister enjoys things that I do not understand.
But, yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode.
And, you know, we'll go see it again and have more things to say next time.
See you guys on Thursday.
Does this even get the Sammy stamp of approval?
Does it deserve it?
I don't know. I got you to talk louder.
That's true.
I'll flick it on it.